I'm here today with a Sephora VIB sale, spring sale recommendation. These are products that I love. They're tried and true. They're things that I use all the time, and I wanted to share them with you. I don't know why I look so crooked. There we go. They are things that I love, tried and true products, things that I use every day or really, really often. And so I wanted to share them with you because the Sephora VIB sale officially starts today for VIB Rouge. And then in a few days, I think it's like VIB and then maybe Beauty Insider. So I have a ton of stuff, everything from primers, foundation, bronzers, highlight, lots of lip products, eyeshadow palettes, just a ton of stuff that are kind of in my everyday rotation of beauty products and things that I like constantly am reaching for. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and decided to stay a while. Hit that subscribe button before you leave, and let's just jump right into my Sephora recommendations. On my iPhone, so if it is backwards, like if the wording is backwards, that's why. I've been getting a lot of questions asking why products are showing up backwards, and it's because I'm recording on my iPhone, but literally the iPhone quality is so good that sometimes it's just easier doing my phone versus pulling out the camera, messing with all the settings, because this just is super easy, and the video quality is so good. So let's jump in. I'm gonna kind of go in order of how I get ready. I'm gonna start with like prep stuff. So before like foundation and everything, let's start with the sun protection. So sunscreen, it's something you should be putting on every day. I admit I'm not super great about doing sunscreen every day. A lot of my foundations have sunscreen in it, or some of just my moisturizers, but I wanted to use, I've been wanting to use a more dedicated sunscreen, and one that I have been loving is this one right here, the Dermalogica Prisma Protect SPF 30 Light Activated Skin Defense. And this is really nice because it has SPF 30 in it, but it does not have that greasy feel that a lot of SPF has. One of the reasons I don't really love to wear SPF on my face a lot of the times, like a separate SPF, is because it has such a greasy feel to it. My skin gets super oily, greasy, and pilly. This I don't have that problem with. It goes on so beautifully. It has a little bit of a light glow, but not something like shimmery or anything like that. It's a very subtle glow, and it sinks into the skin beautifully. You can apply your primer and whatever other makeup you're gonna go on top of that. It doesn't get pilly. It doesn't mess with my moisturizers or serums that I put on in the morning. It's not heavy. It doesn't give me a weird flashback when I'm taking photos. It's just a really nice sunscreen. If you have a sunscreen that you really love, a facial sunscreen, let us know down in the comments below. That way we can all read them and have some great recommendations as well. But this one is one I've been using for a few weeks now, and I'm really, really liking it. All right, the next product, this is amazing, and it's my favorite to use in the spring, summer. This is, you're gonna see there's a lot of Charlotte Tilbury stuff. This is not sponsored. I'm just obsessed with so many Charlotte Tilbury products. So if you wanna see like a dedicated video of just Charlotte Tilbury stuff, and I kind of tell you the things I like and don't like from the brand, let me know. But this is the Unisex Healthy Glow All Year Hydrating Summer Tint Moisturizer. Now this is really cool. If you are really, really fair, this probably will not be the product for you. But comes out white, but then as you see how it has a tint to it. So if you're really fair, this is not gonna work. I do have this on today, and it is so pretty. It kind of just like evens out your skin tone. If you're somebody who doesn't like to wear like a ton of foundation in the summer, this is really nice because it does just even out your skin tone and gives a really beautiful glow. It's so gorgeous. I do have this on underneath the foundation, but when I wear this, I literally use half or a quarter of the typical amount of foundation because it really does give a beautiful glow under the skin, but then provides just a slight bit of tint and coverage. Absolutely beautiful. Again, this is a product I love in the spring and summer because I could just wear this and be completely fine. If I'm just doing like a no makeup or a very, very light makeup, this is really, really beautiful. It's so lightweight on the skin, glowy, it's not greasy, and it just kind of like evens everything out. So again, if you are like fair, this is probably not going to be the product for you, but if you are light to medium, I think you will really like this. Primer that I love, this is the second or third one I've gone through. It's almost gone. Look at this one. It's sad. The Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. This one is so amazing. It's a gripping primer, so it's really nice and tacky. It helps your foundation just adhere to your skin, especially since it's coming up to be summer, the weather's getting warmer. It really helps hold your foundation on. Also, if you're wearing masks, it kind of helps keep your foundation from just like sliding off your face as easily. I'm using this primer on and off for years, but this has been like my go-to primer for probably the last few months. And it's just such a wonderful lightweight primer. It plays well with my skincare. It doesn't pill up. And I really do notice a difference between using this and then, you know, just any other primer I have in my collection. This one is a go-to, and it's one I continue to repurchase. This is the Airbrush Flawless from Charlotte Tilbury. I actually heard about this on TikTok as a like really great setting spray for helping keep your makeup on, especially like if you're wearing masks, to really like keep your makeup from rubbing off on the inside of your mask. And I do have to say that this does a really nice job. On days where I know I'm going to be wearing a mask a lot, I will use this, and it really does help keep my makeup on. It helps keep it from rubbing off on my nose and my chin. And so if you're looking for a really good long wearing face setting spray, like I've never used face setting sprays as much as I have in the last year. This is really, really nice. The mist is really nice. It's like a really fine mist. Oh, and it smells so good too. It's a very, very fine mist. So I love this. If you're looking for a new setting spray, this one is really good. I have a twitch in my eye. This left eye keeps twitching and it's driving me bonkers. But this one is really nice. If you're interested in my nails, they are like little glue-on press-on nails you can do at home. I'll leave the link down below, but aren't these so fun and so pretty? I've been obsessed ever since my friend Sam Sherman started talking to me about like the little glue-on nails. I have been obsessed with them. And you guys know, I don't even care about fingernails, but now I'm like hooked. Oh, and they're so pretty. Okay, we're gonna talk about two foundations. You guys know I love a ton of foundations. I try a ton. These two are phenomenal. One of them I literally have been using nonstop. It's my second bottle and it's almost. That tells you something if you go through multiple of bottles of the same foundation, that it's really good. This is what I have on today. It is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation, Water Light Medium Coverage. I have the shade Medium Neutral 31. I've already repurchased this. I want to purchase one in one shade darker, although I do feel like this shade is pretty good. Pretty great for me. I love the packaging is really nice. It has a nice pump. You get the perfect amount of product in it. It goes on so beautifully. I apply it with a beauty blender and it just sinks into the skin. It feels like skin. I can touch my skin and it doesn't feel tacky. It's a natural finish. It's that glow from within. It's not too matte, but it's not too glowy. The coverage is phenomenal. My skin looks so beautiful every time I wear this. Like I've never worn this and been like, gosh, my skin just doesn't look good today. But I do know that I've never had a bad makeup day when I've used this foundation. All right, the next one is one I used to wear all the time. If you guys have been with me for a long time, I'm talking like, let's see, Liv is 2. I think I was wearing it before her. So I'm 4 years, maybe 3-4 years ago. It's the Natasha Denona. Again, this is all gonna be backwards, so I'm sorry. Natasha Denona Transform Matte Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation. When this first came out, I was obsessed with it. So obsessed that I think about it in like 5 shades. Foundation is so nice. It is in a pump bottle, like pump little squeezy tube, which I actually really like this type of packaging because I feel like you really do get all of the product out, where something like this is glass, so it's a little bit more tricky to try to get the last little drop of foundation out. It's so beautiful. It is a more matte foundation, obviously, but it does just kind of like blur your pores. It's super thin. It really does just sink into the skin. Your skin's not tacky. I wear this one on its own. I wear this one on its own. They're amazing mix. Like I mix them sometimes too. And it's just such a beautiful foundation. Even if I have dry patches on my skin, because I'm a normal skin type, even if I have dry patches, this does not accentuate dryness at all. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's not a drying matte foundation either. You know, some matte foundations can make your skin look super dehydrated and dry and like alligator skin and tight. This does not do that. It is the most beautiful natural skin finish and light, but great coverage. It's really, really beautiful. So that one is the Natasha Denona Transform Matte Pore Vanishing Foundation. I have one kind of concealer product. All the concealers that I have been loving are like drugstore, so not from Sephora, but this one I love. This is the Charlotte Tilbury under eye corrector in the shade 1, and this will last you a very long time. I have a tiny bit of blueness like right here, and I can put concealer on it, but it still seems to peek through. But this, if I put my finger in it and I just dab right here, I need like half the amount of concealer that I would normally do. It doesn't get all heavy and crepey right there because I'm not putting so much concealer on. This is just really, really nice at canceling out any darkness under your eyes. It's very emollient and kind of like a tacky consistency, but then it dries down to almost like a powder. And so it really does conceal that blue tone a lot. And now they have, I think when they first came out, they had maybe 2 shades. I think now they have 3 or 4. M shade 1 Fair, and it works perfect. I really love this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. It's what I've been using in my T-zone and under my eyes. And you can see I've used it quite a bit. I have gone through numerous of these. Like, I've lost track over the years of how many of this one and the loose one I've gone through. It is just a really nice finely milled powder. I like that it's pressed. If I'm gonna do a pressed powder, this is one of my favorites. I really like, which I don't have anymore, but I've gone through 3 or 4, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush in the lightest shade. It sets the under eyes so beautifully. It looks amazing under the eyes. I set it in my T-zone, and it just really blurs and gives that soft focus effect under the eyes. Absolutely beautiful. So this one or that Charlotte Tilbury one are phenomenal for under eye, setting your under eye concealer. 2 bronzers. One is a cream, one is a powder. The cream bronzer that I've been loving is this Milk Makeup one in the shade Baked. I'm obsessed with cream products. I didn't like them for a really long time now. It's like every day I use cream products. I use cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlight, and I also use powder too, but I always use a cream. This is really pretty. I heard about this from Jessica Braun, Jam Beauty 89, and it's just a stick bronzer. It smells like Play-Doh, but it's smelled like that since I've gotten it. Where's my little brush to show you guys what brush I use with this? Because if this brush is available at Sephora, then I would definitely recommend getting it. Okay, it's this one right here, the Heavenly Luxe No. 7 brush. This is my favorite brush for bronzer. It's what I use every day. This side, I just go like this. I don't draw this on my face. I take my brush, swirl it in, go in and bronze up my whole face, and then I take this side, dip it in, do my nose, around my lips, you know, any area that's maybe needs a smaller brush for contouring, that's what I'll use this side for. I have 4 of these. It's an amazing brush. If it is available at Sephora, I will make sure to link it. If not, I'll link it anyways, but it won't be a Sephora. I think you can get these at Ulta. Bronzer is so pretty. It blends nicely. They have 2 different shades. This is the lighter, I believe, of the 2. And it just goes on so nice. It blends into your skin. It doesn't look muddy or mucky. I think this would work for a wide variety of skin tones, from really fair, you'll just go a little lighter handed, to probably medium skin tones. And it just is so, it's just so beautiful. It's such a nice bronzer. So I really love that one. And I have that on today, as well as this one, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. Look how huge this is. It is an expensive bronzer, but this thing is huge. There's a really big difference. So it is a little bit more pricey, but it is a great bronzer. I have the shade 1 and shade 2, so I'll show you the difference. Shade 1 is a lot lighter, almost a little more like cooler, and this one is definitely more of a bronzed color. So up close, you can see the difference. They are incredibly creamy, so blendable. Absolutely love these. So if you are a fair skin tone, I think you'll really like the shade 1. If you are light to medium skin tone, shade 2. I have been loving this NARS blush. This one's in the shade Freedom. Moussey consistency. And I want to get more of the shades of this. It's really moussey and soft. And see, it looks like it blends to nothing. But honestly, on your cheek, it's so pretty. Because sometimes you don't want blush products to be overly pigmented, because then they're really hard to work with and they get really intimidating. So it just gives this beautiful flush to the cheeks, especially if you're somebody that loves cream products. You love that really light kind of like flush. This is perfect for that. And this color in Freedom is so pretty. They have, I think, like 5 or 6 different shades. So I definitely want to pick up another color. But it's so pretty. It's that really nice whipped consistency. and it's not sticky, it's not tacky, and it dries down to like a powder, almost like a powdery stain. And it looks really beautiful on the cheeks. Powder blushes. NARS powder blushes are some of my favorite. This one in Impassioned is one of my go-tos. They last a really long time. Like, it takes a lot to go through a NARS blush because they're so tightly packed. This one in Luster is super fun for the summer. See that? It's like an orangey color. So they have a ton of different shades depending on what shade you're attracted to. They have a bunch and they're so pretty. And I always find that like that's like the best time to pick up some other shades if they've been on my radar because they're so gorgeous. Also the Charlotte Tilbury ones, I have many of their shades. This is the Cheek to Chic. This one's in First Love. It's what I have on my cheeks today. And it's just a really light peachy color. So that one is one of my favorite. This one is Pillow Talk. This is a newer one and it's really beautiful. Pillow Talk has like a little bit more of that rosy pink color. This is Love Glow. It's a really pretty, fun pink, peachy pink color. Climax, this one's more of a bronzy. This one's gonna be so pretty in the summer. Sex on Fire. And this is my other one that I use a lot. It's kind of like that mauve-y, cooler tone pink. It matches my shirt. But these are super pretty. If there's been a color you've been eyeing, they're gorgeous. Like I said, I have one on my cheeks today. And they just give such a beautiful glow to the cheek without being shimmery or glittery. This I have on RMS Beauty Master Radiance Base in Rich in Radiance is the color. So it comes in a little container like this. And it is a like moussey whipped highlighter. Do you see that? How beautiful that color is. You can use a brush with this, use your finger. I actually use a beauty blender. This is a little e.l.f. sponge. And I just dip it in there and then I dab it on. And this gives you that glowy, wet look to your skin. It is stunning. It blends so beautiful. I think that look at that. I think applying it with the beauty blender is my favorite way because it gives that wet look and like melts it into the skin and it looks stunning. So they have a few different shades of this from what I remember, but the Rich in Radiance is the only one that I have and I really, really like it. It's gonna last you a really long time. You don't need much product and it just gives you that beautiful look. Again, if you were wanting to do kind of a less makeup type of look, but you wanted like that wet, dewy look to your cheeks, you would absolutely love this. The powder highlights, I have 3. So the first is the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, you guys, I'm obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury products lately. This is the Superstar Glow Highlighter. This thing is huge. It's going to last you a very long time. It's a little bit more of like that thicker product. Like it's a softer powder and it's like that thicker consistency. Look at that. Is that not so stunning? If you're very, very fair, this might be a little dark on you, but if you're light or darker, it is absolutely stunning. This one is the Natasha Denona I Need a Glow. I have her other one too, which was just like her regular glow powder. This one is great if you're really, really fair. Almost too icy on me when I have self-tanner on, but this one, I Need a Glow, is like so, or I Need a Nude Glow, is so pretty. It's also a different consistency. That one's more of a powder. This one's like that baked gelée formula. Oh, this is so pretty. And this one's more of like a white gold versus like a silvery color. It's more of a white gold. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I actually have this on my cheekbones today and oh, it just buffs right into the skin. So, so pretty. And then this one is Aether Beauty. This is Pure Diamond Dust. Now this is definitely more of a icy, glittery highlight. However, if you can buff it, not if you could, when you buff it into the skin, a lot of that glitter kind of goes away. And so this one's almost like, I have to be pretty fair or mix this. But if you are fair and you buff that in, look at that glow. Isn't that so pretty? It's more of an icy glow. So I think maybe they have a darker shade. I might get a darker one because when you buff it in, it's so pretty. But I love using this on the inner corner of my eyes. It's what I have on my inner corner. And you just take like a little pencil brush and you just get it right in that inner corner and it gives the most beautiful, sparkly, glow to your inner corner. The Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, you've probably heard people talk about this a lot. I have the shade 2. I think I also have the shade 1 or 3. I can't remember. I have it in 2 or 3 shades. This is so pretty. You want that glow from within to radiate through your foundation. Apply this all over your face, put your foundation on, and you'll get that glowy from within look without it being like shimmery. Or you can tap this on your cheekbones. It gives you that wet glowy look. I love the packaging. I love the doe foot applicator. It comes in a bunch of different shades. It's super lightweight on the skin, and it just gives a real subtle glow. It's not going to be something really like bam in your face highlight. It's going to be really subtle. See how it just gives that glow? It's like just that really pretty lit from within glow, not like a shimmery highlight. This also is the other highlight I wanted to talk about. It is the one in Spotlight. I have Goldgasm. I don't really use that one very often, but they do have a bunch of shades, but Spotlight is my favorite. And it has a little sponge applicator, squeezy tube. Make sure you turn the on and off when you're using it, otherwise it gets everywhere. But look how beautiful this is. This one is incredibly lightweight. This one's a more champagne-y color. It works perfect for my skin tone, but do you see how pretty that is? And when you just tap it on the cheekbones, it just gives the most like lifted, the light hits it perfectly. It's unbelievably beautiful. And it dries down to a really nice finish where it's not gonna be tacky. Like it's not a tacky highlight. Same with this too. Both of these, if you didn't wanna top it with a powder, it does dry down really nicely and you get that beautiful, like dewy, natural glow. Eyes, and then we're gonna top this off with lips. So let's start with mascara. These two are amazing. It's what I have on my lashes today. I have super stubby lashes and they go stick straight, and there's really nothing that's gonna stop them and keep them curled unless it's waterproof, which I don't always love using waterproof mascara because it's such a pain to get off. So this is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes, and I use this one first, and it's one of these wands, which are not typically my favorite. If you like very natural lashes, this one does a wonderful job of just separating your lashes, and it does make them look really pretty. But because I have like not great lashes, I can't get away with just using this one. If you have naturally good lashes, you'll really like this one because it just like fans them out and makes them look really separated and long. But I also need volume, so that's where this one comes in. This gives you a lot of volume, and this is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2. This is the one that the kind of wand I love. It's like a natural bristle wand. So I will go in with this to kind of lengthen and separate everything. And then I go in with this one and I just really work it into my lashes, and it just volumizes them. And the combination of the two are really, really pretty. If you only wanted to buy one, I would say the Legendary Volume 2. This is the Huda Micro Brow Pencil. It's a newer one. I'm obsessed. I have the shade, I have two. I have Ash Blonde or something, or Dark Ash Blonde. And then this one is Medium Brown, number 5. You have the spoolie on one side, which I love. I don't know why they don't put spoolies on some brow products, but this is so tiny. Do you see how tiny that is? Like, we're gonna compare it against the Anastasia one so you can see just how tiny it is. This allows you, look at the difference. Look at how big this one looks compared to the Huda. And it doesn't like break off. I don't know how they made it so tiny, but it allows you to get those hair-like strokes that no other product, like this type of product, has been able to do. It's so thin, you can do those little flicky hair strokes, and it's so nice. So if you like to get more of a defined flick of brow pencil, you will love this. They have quite a few shades too, but this is so amazing. I have yet to find one that tiny. I am obsessed with this brow pencil. One I keep forgetting to talk about, but I use it all the time. It is the Supreme Nudes by Artist Couture. I've literally never heard anyone talk about this in any of the videos I watch, which I don't know why, because it's so good. Like, I've already hit pan on this one. This is a gorgeous brow bone highlight. This is my all-time favorite color for the crease. It's so beautiful. I do like the shimmers, but the mattes are really like what stand out to me. This one I've almost hit pan on. That's a gorgeous, like, deepen up the crease. You have this, either of these two colors are great for the outer V. This is beautiful for the outer V, or if you're gonna do liner. The shimmers are pretty too. I just don't tend to reach for them as much when I pull out this palette. I'll swatch a couple of them for you. The shimmers are beautiful, so there's really no reason why I don't reach for them. They actually have a little bit of sparkle in them, which is really pretty. I just am so obsessed with the mattes that I just wear the mattes all the time, and then I'll pop something a little bit more sparkly and shimmery on my lid, which I'll show you in a few minutes what those are. But this palette is a winner. Clearly, I've used many of the shades. It's a wonderful, wonderful palette if you like nudes. The other palette that I use, if I'm not using that one, I'm using this one. And this is the Mario palette, the matte one. And I've gotten some pretty good little dents in that one too. I just love a good neutral matte palette, and then I pair it with something I'm going to show you in a minute. But these two are my go-to for matte shadows. I just love them. They blend easily. I'm wearing this one on my eyes today for all of my matte shadows. They just are so pretty. And this one is the perfect crease color for me. I absolutely love it. You got good liner shades, deepen out the outer V. I feel like you have a nice variety, like no matter what your skin tone, I feel like you can find something that's gonna work for you for what you need it. If you are light, fair to light, amazing. Even medium, amazing brow bone highlight. If you have a deeper skin tone, amazing brow bone highlight. Full, so versatile. I use this, one of these two palettes every single day. Now for the toppers on my lid that I'm obsessed with, I use them nearly every day. Almost every day, one of these is what's on my eyes. So I'm gonna show you each of them. Sorry, Charlotte Tilbury, I can't help it. I just love them. This one is the Flawless Eye Filter Luxury Palette in Star Aurora. Look at how beautiful this is. There's a pinky one, a more champagne-y color, kind of a light taupey bronze, and then a darker bronze. I use all of these. They're stunning. I just dip my finger in it. These ones are more of like a baked gelée type formula, but they have the most beautiful shimmer. While they may not be super pigmented, it's not usually what I'm going for. I'm going for that light, sparkly wash on my lid. And this one is the Luxury Palette of Pops in Pillow Talk. And this one is more of like a sparkly one. So you have, this is more pinky tone. They have lots of different shades. So if this is not your shade range, they have lots of other ones. You have a light pink, a brighter pinky pink, kind of like a rosy color, and then this really pretty kind of chocolatey pink color. But they're packed full of shimmer. These are not going to be super pigmented, bam, shimmery colors. They are meant to be just like a really pretty sparkly topper. And so what I'll do is I'll put my finger in it and then I'll tap it right on my lid. And then if there's like an area that I'm having a hard time getting to because my fingers are too big or my nails are too long, I'll just get a brush, kind of work it in there and then tap it on. My favorite one is the Dazzling Diamond. And is that not so beautiful? You can see I've really dug my finger and brush into them, especially like these two shades. They are so beautiful. They're very, very sparkly. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I haven't used that one yet. But again, they're more sheer except for that dark one. And they just give the most gorgeous sparkle to the lid without being thick, chunky glitter. I have a couple other of the Charlotte Tilbury ones I'll show you really quick. This is the Super Nudes. Again, if you like neutrals, these are like, to me, like very like sophisticated, easy to work with, really beautiful wash of color on the lid. So that is the Nudes one. This one is Darling. This one has more of like those pinky rose tones to it. And then this one's really cool. This one's called Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. And I use quite a few of these as well. These shimmers are absolutely phenomenal and stunning. Here, I'll hold it up like that. Aren't these so pretty? And you get like a nice variety of some neutrals and then some fun, really sophisticated, wearable, brighter colors. Really, really pretty. So I love these Charlotte Tilbury shadows. I don't know why I slept on them for so long, but I definitely want to look at more of their colorways and see if there's any other ones because I just really like them and I use them nearly every day with one of those matte palettes that I showed you. The next is, this is the last one. This is the Moon Dust. This is the new packaging. I have the old one. Where is she? Yeah, Space Cowboy. So this is the old packaging of it. Like clearly I've really used this one. This is another one that is that glittery top coat. It's a very thin formula, but can you see, look at the sparkle. That's what I'm talking about. I just love that sparkle. Isn't that so pretty? This is another one I use often, and I will just tap it right on my eye. This one kind of gives you more of that wet, sparkly look. So it almost looks wet with like shimmery sparkles. So pretty. And the other thing I like about these two is you don't get glitter fallout all over your face, which is really, really nice to not have that. Okay, let's get into lips so we can wrap this video up. I'll start with the lip treatment. You guys know I love the Laneige sleeping mask. It's by my bed. I've been using it for years. I also love the Glowy Balm. It's what I use every morning. I just apply that to my lips while I get ready, and it just feels so nice and juicy. So it's just a really nice lip treatment that I really like. Lots of lip pencils I like. Most of them are from the drugstore, but this one I had to mention. It's what I'm wearing today. Clearly, I love it. It's like almost gone. This is Wherever Walnut by Makeup Forever. It is the perfect like nude lip liner. It's what I lined my lips with today, and it just is really, really beautiful. They have lots of shades. It comes in a pretty big size pencil. The pencil's pretty long, so it does last a really long time. And like I said, lots of beautiful shades to choose from. A few lipsticks. The NARS, these ones are phenomenal. I have 4 or 5 shades of them. I kind of just want to pick up the whole collection at this point. This is called Brief Encounter. It's their soft matte lip balms. Like I said, I have one in my purse, and I have all different shades. I just need to finish buying the rest of them. It's super thin, very creamy on the lips, gives you color. They're all beautiful nude tones, and it's perfect for just throwing on your lips, giving a beautiful look to your lips. Like, they're not super like thick and opaque like a lipstick, but they have more color than a lip balm, and they're very comfortable. They're very plushy feeling on the lips. So these ones are really nice. I have Brief Encounter. There's one that's something Whiplash, Intimate, and what's this one? Whiplash. Here's the Whiplash color. That one's more pink. There's Whiplash. See, it's a rosy pink. This one's got more of that nude. And there's more somewhere around here. This one's new. I'm actually gonna order more shades of this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury and Pillow Talk. It is their new Hyaluronic Kiss. It's what's on my lips right now. So glossy, so juicy, so hydrating and moisturizing. They're beautiful. They feel so good on the lips. You don't want to twist this up too much because it will not twist back down. They have like 9 or 10 shades and even a clear one. So I want to purchase more of these. I love the packaging. I picked this up when I went to Sephora with Sam not too long ago, and it's just, they're stunning, stunning lip products. Me for a while, or you watched my favorites lip products for 2020. The Natasha Denona lipsticks are some of my favorite. They're thin, they're plushy, they have nice glidability, and gorgeous colors. Like, I'm a nude girl, so there's lots of nude options depending on what you like. This one is in Noah. This one's probably the coolest tone one I own. It's pretty, it's like a pretty grayish purple color, but the rest of them, like Beatrice is one I use a lot. And they're really pretty. They're like a satin matte, but not drying. This one is an Andrea. This one I use a lot as well. And it's just a really pretty nude. So I have some glosses, and then we're done. Okay, so the first, I have this on my lips as well. This is the Lip Injection Lip Gloss. I have 2, Soulmate and Glossy Bossy and Soulmate. Really beautiful glosses. They do have a little bit of that like stinging. I don't know if it makes my lips look bigger. I have lip filler, so who knows. But I love the way they feel. They're so like pillowy. It's not sticky, which I appreciate. And the colors are really pretty. This is the creamier looking one. So they're not like the jelly or clear sparkly ones. They're more of that cream formula. They smell good. It's not, I mean, I can feel the like little tingly. It's not uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt, but the color is pretty. This Huda Beauty Silk Balm, amazing. It is just kind of like a clear gloss. Doesn't really have much of a scent. slightly sweet, but barely, like fruity sweet. But this feels so pillowy and hydrating on your lips. So if you want something just kind of clear, maybe you're not wanting to wear a lot of makeup that day, but you want like a nice juicy, like luscious lip look, you will love this. And then the Fenty balms. These are amazing. This is in Sweet Mouth. I got Sam hooked on these. They have a bunch of shades. They smell so good. This one's more of like a light clear pink. Their Fenty Glow Balm is like the most popular one. They have a ton of colors now. So really nice. They're pillowy. They're not gloopy or thick or sticky. And now they just came out with the cream ones. And this one is Fenty Glow in the cream, which I was so excited about. I feel like that one doesn't have a scent. And this one comes in a few shades too, but isn't that so pretty? I got new lip filler put in. I'm like into the gloss look. I'm usually a matte lip girl, but now I'm like really into glosses lately. And it's been fun like playing with new lip products again and glossy products, and oh, it's so pretty. So that is it for my recommendations. I know there was a lot, but I wanted to give you like all of the things that I've been using lately, all the things that I'm loving. That way, if any of these have been on your list, maybe it was, you know, the clarification you needed, the sign you needed that it's time to buy it. Or if you just were needing some good ideas of what to get for the sale, hopefully you had some. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.